everyone! Today I'm going to do a special video on why I support kill shelters and why you should too. When people first hear the term kill shelter, they might feel anger or rejection. And they'll say things like, I'd never support a kill shelter, I'd never adopt from a kill shelter, I'd never ever foster for a kill shelter. And saying things like this isn't actually saving them. In fact, saying things like this costs lives every day. First off, what is a kill shelter? A kill shelter, or most accurately referred to as an open-ended municipal shelter, is a shelter that's funded by the government taxpayers, and they cannot refuse an animal by law. This means that every sick, unwanted, abandoned, or stray animal that comes into their care, they cannot refuse. This often leads to euthanasia, and it's not their fault. In fact, it's on the community. No-kill shelters, or limited admission shelters, are shelters that are not funded by the government and are often non-profits. This means that they might not have the most fancy supplies and rely heavily on donors to keep running. And while these shelters are amazing and I love them so much, they have the luxury of refusing an animal if they don't have room. Meanwhile, open admission shelters do not have this luxury. They have to say yes to every animal that needs their help. And sadly, this doesn't mean that every animal gets the help that they deserve. When these shelters reach capacity, there are three choices. 1, pile animals into crowded and unsafe conditions, which they would never do because they are good people. 2, have to euthanize them, make that hard choice to prevent further suffering because they don't have supplies and resources available. Or 3, my favorite option, they fall back on loving foster parent homes to give them a safe and loving place to put these babies. Foster parents are the building blocks on animal shelters of all kinds, and without them, animal shelters wouldn't be able to do the life-saving work that they do every day. I highly recommend fostering. Open admission municipal shelters rely on taxpayer dollars because they are tied into the government. This means that they belong to every member in the community. And yet, so many people show resentment towards them. But this does not change the outcome. To change the outcome, you actually have to support them. Open admission municipal shelters are amazing and I respect them so much. However, without volunteers, foster parents, and loving people of the community like you, they can't save lives. So it's up to us. Just because open admission municipal shelters are an animal shelter and they do fantastic work, it doesn't mean that volunteers and staff can do it all. The community has to step up. It's all of our issue, not just theirs. While saying things like, I'll never support a kill shelter might seem like the right thing to do, it's actually quite the opposite. When you refuse your support, you refuse volunteers, donations, staffing opportunities, and so much more. If you want to make a difference and save lives, then you actually have to get involved. Now that you know why open admission shelters are actually amazing and why we should all be supporting them, let's go over ways that you can make a difference. 1 is foster, foster, foster. I cannot emphasize this enough. Fostering is actually one of the most incredible things that you can do. However, there are other things that you can do too. You can volunteer your time there, you can donate supplies or cash, and you can spread the word. You can also spay and neuter your pets. You should always be doing this. Spaying and neutering your pets is a simple thing to do, and with all the low-cost clinics around, it's actually become much easier, not to mention all the lives it saves. You can also educate and inform your community. By making videos like this, posting on social media, and just talking to your neighbors, you can save so many animals and make people's jobs way easier. I would like to credit a lot of my knowledge to Hannah Shaw, aka the Kitten Lady. I watched her video on why she supports kill shelters and it completely changed my perspective. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!